Wham, 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 wham. What's up? What's up? It is your boy, Scotty Travels, and today is another vlog, another day, another beautiful day here in Australia. Today I decided to do something a little different and go into the burbs, as we call them in the States, the suburbs, and see what that's all about. I'm currently living in a suburb, but I didn't want to record around where I live, so I decided to take the train down to Cleveland, which is kind of like on the beach-ish. And they have this museum called the Redlands Museum, which looks pretty interesting. So decided I'm gonna take a little trip down there and see what's up with that. So it's really like hazy today. I think they call them backburns. It's like where they burn part of they basically pre-burn the forest, like controlled, so that way when the fire season comes, it doesn't like completely, engulf and turn some really bad bushfires. They've had some pretty nasty ones. I think it was 2019. That's what my sister was telling me, and I think that was like worldwide news. Like we all saw like koalas who had their hair singed off and stuff. So Australia is doing their very best to try to prevent. Am I going the right way? Oh no, I'm not. Oh, poopy. Where am I going? Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, we figured it out. But yeah, so anyways, point is, it smells like a bonfire out here. Oh goodness. But the wind's nice, the weather's nice. It's like 72. It's beautiful. It's basically just like Southern California. It's the exact kind of weather that we have right now. Compared to Vegas, where it's 100 and something today, probably. Yeah. But I say that, and then it's going to be ridiculously hot here soon. I won't actually be able to do this kind of stuff during the day. So, I'll have to figure it out, I guess, or just suck it up. But, yeah. It was interesting. They had police at the train station. And Cleveland is like the last station on the track. So everybody has to get off. And the way it works here is you have to tap on and tap off. So you like when you get to the station, when you're going in, tap the card, you go in. And then when you get off, you have to tap off again. Now that used to be because the fares were based off of how far you went. So they needed to know where you got on and off. But now the fares are just 50 cents, no matter how far you go. So anyways, there's police like right where the tap off machine was. And I guess they're trying to catch people that didn't pay the fare, which is funny. And they actually were talking to somebody, which is funny because it's 50 cents. You know what I mean? So, but, it is what it is. It's interesting seeing police. You really don't see them. Like, you see them driving around, but you don't really see them, like, just standing there in their bulletproof vests and stuff. So, I thought I'd turn the camera around and show you guys what I'm seeing. This is Suburban Brisbane. And frankly, like suburban Australia, a lot of these houses have that like brick look to them. Yeah. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but I find it interesting. Like, it looks like Australia to me. There's a show that I used to watch on Netflix. I forget what it's called. But it's about these. It's like a comedy show. It's these two like Australian guys that did some internet YouTube stuff, and they got a Netflix gig. But anyways, I swear this is like what the neighborhoods look like. Another thing that you notice quite a bit, or at least I've noticed, is the amount of like, they call them utes here, but in the States we call them like light pickup trucks. So like Ford Rangers, Chevy Colorados, Toyota Tacomas. There's a lot of those. Apparently it's because it's like a cheaper, granted I'm sure my Australian friends, you guys will explain to me why so many people have utes. I think part of it's like just the culture. And I think part of it's like off-roading, because there's so many good places to off-road here. And then I think another part of it is, what's it called? That apparently companies get like a discount on utes, because company cars here are pretty common, depending on your job. So like if you're a tradie or something, usually they'll give you a ute. And apparently utes are like cheaper for, I don't know, I'm explaining this really badly, but apparently there's some like tax reason why it's cheaper to give people utes. So, alright, let's get across the street here. I'm still getting used to like crossing the street, just because your brain tricks you, because you're so used to looking left then right that you start looking, you have to look right then left. But then your brain goes, no, it's the opposite of what you think. So once you get used to right to left, you go, wait, is it left or right? And then you just end up crossing the street like... I also wanted to say, I think the jury's in. I think excuse me is not offensive. I won't say who told me that, because people were like, people were really mean, and they were like, that person's stupid. But yeah, that's what I was told. Apparently I was wrong, they were wrong. Well, let me make sure I'm going the right way. Yes, okay. And apparently it's totally fine to say excuse me, as long as you say it in a nice tone, rather than being like, excuse me, like, you don't want to say that. You don't want to say it that way. But I feel like that goes anywhere. Like, you wouldn't say it like that in the U.S. Oh, sorry, excuse me. No, excuse me. Somebody said Australians don't understand excuse me, but they do understand excuse me. I might, excuse me. That's something else. I got some chit-chatting to do with you guys. Somebody said that it was offensive that I do an Australian accent. I don't feel like I need to explain myself, but I will. It's fun. I like it. I've made it abundantly clear how much I love it here and how much I love Australians. So if you take offense to me doing your accent, I don't know what to tell you, mate. So put that to rest, because I'm definitely going to keep saying hectic. I've learned cracker. That's a new one. So later I'm planning on going to Woolies. Oh, this arm's getting tired. Oh, God. Later I'm planning on going to Woolies and getting some Australian snacks, and then making a video about trying those snacks. So I will almost 100% be saying cracker in that video. And for my American friends, cracker is like good. It's like bussin', I guess. Oh, goodness. Funny enough, all the slang has like the Sigma and all that stuff, that's made it over here. I've been told that Sigma, Skibbity, all that stuff, unfortunately, has made it to this side of the world. That's one thing we have in, that's one slang we have in common. Again, just so like regular, like it's definitely a suburb, but so pretty. And it's funny how like the ecology of, especially Queensland, and where I'm at in Queensland, is so diverse. Like, it simultaneously looks like a forest, a desert, and a rainforest, like all mixed into one. Like, there's parts of it, like there's the Redlands, and they have this like swamp area, and it looks like Florida. But then walking through here, this looks like high desert in California. It's just amazing how much it changes, you know, like just neighborhood to neighborhood. And like down here, it's, you know, it's not dry, it's definitely not dry, but it's like high desert looking. But then when I went to Tambourine Mountain last year when I was here, and it was like a rainforest, like legit like a rainforest. Like palm, you know, I guess there's palm trees down here, but I think they're planted. But it was like palm trees and waterfalls and lizards, and it was a rainforest. So I really love it. I love the nature here. I love Australia. I am super happy that I've made this decision. You know, I've said it in the other, I think my first vlog, you know, it's not easy. If any of you have lived, even moved within your own country and just moved to a different city, like that's tough, let alone moving across the world, you know. But I think I blend with Australian culture really well. I really like Australian culture. It's basically just like bro culture. You can walk around barefoot here and nobody bats an eye. Love it. Hectic, lads. Oh, so okay, that feels cheesy. Oh, mate, Australia's hectic. Yeah. Whew. Alright, let's get to this museum. Alright, boys, well, we've made it. I think it's about a mile from the train station. I don't know if it's free or not, but I think it's like $10, but I'm willing to pay $10. This museum actually looks really good, like from what I saw online. I'm actually really excited. There's some cars in here, some good artifacts, so I'm excited. As Spainian would say, les auge. Well, they gave me permission to film in here, so I thought I'd show you guys. It's a really, like, you can see, like, it's a really big museum. It goes all the way down there. I think that's, like, there's, like, another wing, too. Really cool. It's, like, it reminds me of, like, kind of like the Wild West museums I used to see in the U.S. Got some phones. An old switchboard. Telephone. You know, it's funny, they still have, telephone booths here. This is another, I don't know, it's like a cafe. Yeah, they still have telephone booths, and they're actually free, which is pretty cool. So I guess if you get stuck somewhere and your phone dies, you can still, like, make a phone call. This is like old hospital stuff. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta watch where we're going. There's a lot of history in here. R.I.P. Oh, look at this. This is all like royal family stuff. All this stuff's gotta be worth some money. This is like what a classroom would have looked like. Crazy to think like this is what a home would have looked like back, 100 years ago. Like, yeah, you need that mosquito net, especially. Oh, and then there's the pot. If you know, you know. I think this is pretty cool. It looks like they have one of the old Macs. I swear we used one of those when I was like in middle school. Oh, Singer sewing machines. Some cool old cameras. That's like really old. That's like Abraham Lincoln old. Ooh, love me some ships. What is that? Can't be the Titanic. Oh, it is. Look at that. It's the Titanic. Okay, that's really cool. That's Captain Cook's ship. Obviously, this isn't Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a model, but that's cool to like see. I really love these. I love model ships. I love model anything. I think it's like really cool. Could you imagine getting strapped into this thing? Oh my god. That'd be... Nah, bro, I'm good. Take me home. Look at that guy. He's like, take me home, please. I'm probably gonna have to add these to the list of cherries or like treats I'm gonna get. Okay, this is pretty sick. Like, as a fan of miniatures, its lights turned on. Look at that. Wow, that's so cool. Oh, I love stuff like this. Oh, this is pretty sick. An old TV. I wonder what year this is from. This is probably like when my dad watched TV on. This is like before TV. You'd have you'd have a television. Everybody just had like radios in their house. Listen to the radio. That was how they got news. Wow. America. Heck yeah. Now this is what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Look. Somebody came out and scared the living crap out of me. But crazy to see guns. So, you know, when I see those here. Reminds me of home. See, I love small but like really good, like, you know, this is a really good museum. But it's kind of like rinky dink, you know, hometown museum. But I would say this is on par with like some really good museums I've seen in the city. It's funny how like similar it is. Again, it's like alternate universe. That's kind of how it feels. Like that reminds me of like the Wells Fargo wagon. Yes, this is the kind of stuff that I came here for. When I saw that they had cars, I was like, yes, power. The Chevrolet Roadster. Oh, that's funny. And the wheels on, again, alternate universe, the wheels on, it's a right-hand drive. Which obviously makes sense, but something you don't think about. Even this guy, he's sitting on the right side. They actually have a library here where you can like come and do research. You can't take the books, but like you can, like if you're doing a research paper or something. That's really cool. I think it's really cool when communities do stuff like this where they actually like take pride in their community and take the time to preserve the history of it. This is actually like a real, it's like a real train. Oh, that's interesting. I guess a train, like 10 years ago, a train ran through the train station. Look at this. Could you imagine like sitting in this? And like the guy controlling it sits right there. This is so cool. Oh, yeah. Oh God. Oh Lord. Wow. Wow. You know, something that's really cute about this museum is they have like motion sensors. So when you walk up to displays, like things will turn on. And that turned on. Oh, this is like a Inspector rail car. And then, ooh, I think that's it. Yeah, it's a Mini Cooper. Yeah. Wow. I mean, it's a little beat up, but very cool. Oh, there's no steering wheel. Oh, that's like really beat up. Still very cool. And that's a Ute. That's like kind of like an old El Camino, but like, I know it looks like a pickup truck, but that is more of what Australians would call a Ute. Now look at this thing. Well, that's what I call a simple engine, huh? The 51 Morris Minor. Ooh. This is what I'm saying, guys. Like, this museum is really good. Like, for $10, I paid $10 to get in here. It wasn't free, but for $10. Redlands Museum of Queensland. You get a 10 out of 10. I was reading apparently this area after they invaded and kicked out the indigenous people, it became like a farming area, clearly, because the red soil here, which you can see on the wall, and if you like think of Australia, you think of like red soil. The red soil here is apparently like really rich and has a ton of nutrients, so you can basically grow like anything here, like for the most part. And yeah, they grow a lot of sugar cane, is what I read, or like what I've heard. Like that became a big export, sugarcane, timber, stuff like that. But really cool that this city or this like area has such a like rich heritage. And you know, some of it's not so great, but nobody's perfect. It's like an old kitchen. I love fridges like that. I would love to have an old style fridge. Oh, electric stove. I wonder what year. Oh, 50s. Yeah, checks out. I love that color too. I actually really like 50s look. 50s, early 60s. Electricity. Oh, Peel Island doesn't even have. What? Wow. Cuchimulo. I went there a couple days ago. Probably gonna go again some point and do a video, but it's like a little island. You take a ferry to. I can't believe they just got. That's crazy. 1930. That's a long time. Like, cause electricity. I mean, like most places had electricity. I feel like by like I don't know, early 1900s. I feel like by like 1910, 1920, like most cities had electricity. So 1930. Then again, it was probably like it's probably super rural back then. I wonder why they have a Vespa here. I guess they're probably popular. Fair enough. Me too. Yeah, like I was saying, like timber was a big thing here. Oh, the first car in Redland Bay, a Buick. I don't know if they sell Buicks here. I don't think so. Okay, I think it's about time to meander on out of here. I didn't know the Olympics were in 2000. I guess I was 3, so. It turns out, by the way, there's like way more museums than I thought. That's cute. Cute if you have kids. It's like a toy museum. And then they have some like interactive toys. Huh. I've got ideas. I guess they must have like puppet shows. Wow, this is cute. Oh, lads, that was hectic. No, that was actually really cool. I love small town museums because they're just kind of like put together. They're not like too fancy schmancy, and I feel like you can really get a idea of like what a community is all about from their like small locally run museum. You know, they're not there to try to turn a profit or, you know, create some crazy exhibit. Like, they genuinely love their community and they want to share that with you. And I think that's really cool. And I think that one was actually like really good. So, yeah, I would say that one was way better than the Brisbane one. The Brisbane City, I mean, Queensland, it's the Queensland Museum. Can't compete, but compared to Brisbane City Hall, like I thought that's what Brisbane City Hall was gonna be like. Brisbane City Hall was all just like artsy stuff, which is cool. You know, it's got its place, but like, you know, I personally would have thought that Brisbane City Hall would have stuff like that. But who am I? Still, both of them, still great museums, but that one's better. So now I think it's time to head to, there's like a shopping center, it seems like, or an arcade, as they're called here, or a mall, or whatever you want to call it. There's a place that has stores and hopefully food. It's around lunchtime and I'm a wee bit hungry, so going to grab something to eat. I have fallen in love, absolutely fallen in love with meat pies. Now, for my friends from the States, they are, I'm hoping that this isn't smacking the mic on top. It probably is, isn't it? Yeah, hold on. This is behind the scenes stuff right here. Let's tuck this in the shirt, huh? Anyways, for my friends in the US, meat pies are basically like, think of a chicken pot pie, except with meat and gravy. And they've got different ones like bacon and cheese and like beef and mushrooms and like, oh my God, they're so good. And it's like a breakfast thing. And it's so popular here that they sell them at 7-Elevens now. And those ones apparently are actually pretty good. I didn't try it because I was like, so all the places I go are, I wouldn't say like fancy, but you know, it's like a real bakery or whatever. But I think I'm gonna have to try a 7-Eleven one too at some point. But yeah, we're on the hunt for a meat pie. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna stop by Woolies on my way home and grab some snacks. Because my thinking, I would like to create a video. I think it would do pretty well, and you guys will probably, I don't know if this video will come out or that video, but yeah, I'd like to do a video about like American tries Australian snacks. So yeah, I think that would do pretty well. And yeah, I did, this is like really far into the video to mention this, but I did shave my mustache. I was peer pressured by my family. They said, you look like Ron Jeremy, and I said, okay, that's fair. So, and I don't think my sister had seen me like clean shaven in years. So, Plus, it does. I kind of like it, to be honest. Like, I think I might stay shaven, just because I think it made me look a lot older. So, but they could not get me to get rid of the mullet. The mullet will always stay until I absolutely have to get rid of it. My hair is receding, unfortunately, so I have to do some like hocus pocus magic. Ooh, whoa! Almost I said MAGA tricks. Make America, make me have hair again. Yeah, I've got to do some magic with my hair. So once that, but then even when it recedes, I'd rather have a skullet where like I have no hair in the front and then luscious locks in the back. I'd rather have that than nothing. I think bald sucks. No offense if you're bald, you know. I'm balding, so I understand the anxiety, but yeah, I don't know if I can just. I'd rather look funny but have hair, because I think that looks better, and I think it's like more confident, you know. It's funny because I'm paranoid about magpies, because we're coming into magpie season, if not in magpie season. If you don't know, magpies are these birds that are protected here, and they will swoop on you during their like nesting season. Not like all of them, but it happens, and I'm like paranoid about it. And it's funny because there's so many birds in Australia that like a bird flew by me earlier, and I was like, ugh, because I'm just terrified doing all this walking that I'm doing. I'm going to end up getting swooped on by a magpie. And then what? You know, do you run? Do you cry? Like, what do you do? If you're from Australia and you know what to do during a magpie attack, actually put it in the comments, please. Help me. Okay, we're coming up on a part of Cleveland that's like really cute. And this is what a lot of like smaller Australian towns look like in their city centers. And it's really nice. It reminds me of like beach towns in California. Really nice. Yes. If I haven't already given you enough reasons to come to Australia, this is the main reason. And then I also got a ginger beer. Apparently these are like popular here, but I'm gonna enjoy this, and then I'll see you guys in a second. I want to show you guys what's going on here. Oh, look at that. Hectic. Oh, this shit's cracker. Yeah, and then this, like, actually pretty good. Like, it doesn't have like a super strong ginger taste. It more tastes like Sprite with like a sprinkle of ginger. Well, that was delicious. I think I'm gonna hop back on the train. I don't know if you guys can hear me over these birds, but yeah, I'm just gonna hop back on the train and then head to Woolies and get some of those. Oh, I got some. Oh, I got some meat pie. Oh, sorry. Oh my God, you got meat pie on my fingers. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Woolies by my house and then get those Australian snacks, and that'll probably be the end of the vlog. So, okay, bye. Oh, this is cool. This is like the Cleveland Marina. There's like a whole like network of channels back here. If you look on Google Maps, it looks kind of like South Florida. But over there's a Fiat 500, like a baby Fiat. Cute. Alright, train's over there, so let's hop on the train. This is what I was saying about like the ecology is so different. Like you have pine trees here, and then the ocean right there. It's just funny how it works like that. Sometimes Australia feels like an alternate universe. Like Wheaties. Like in America it's WHEAT. But these are Wheaties. Also, you guys don't have that much cereal. Like in America, like there's like an entire huge aisle. That's funny. I need to try Milo. Kit Kat cereal. Huh. So far we've got Twisties. Define Wellington. this is like the drink of Australia. But I'm gonna see if they have individual little bottles. So I really don't want to buy a full one. They also don't sell alcohol, which is funny. They have like fake wine, or like kombucha, right down here. They have fake wine. I can't believe these have made it all the way over here. Okay, I'm finding this incredibly annoying. What does this mean? Like, because all the other ones say $6 each. This one just says $6, but or one for $1, $2.29 per. Like, what does this mean? Okay, well, it's been fun. I'm so tired. I've walked like 10 miles today. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna do my video on trying Australian snacks now, and I will see you guys in the next one.